Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I hope we're fine. We're still in the new year, so happy new year. We'll keep greeting, I think, until the end of January or so. Like I promised us, our next video, which is today, is we're still reviewing the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Did I place it right? You can see it, yeah? Yes. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. We talked about chapter 1 and 2, and then we talked about the reasons why people succeed and fail in leadership. So this is the continuation. So today we'll continue from chapter 3 and do 4 and 5 as much as we can do today. I'm open, but I always would not want to give us so much in a video. So chapter 3 is titled Faith, subtitled Visualizing and Believing in the Attainment of Desire. So the author said, faith is a state of mind that may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. So from that definition, we can see that faith is actually an intentional thing. Unlike fear just happens. But for faith, you have to intentionally suggest to yourself that, look, this thing that I'm hoping to get, I am going to get it. So faith is a state of mind that is created by the affirmation. And at the end, the author said it is through the principle of suggestion. I have to suggest it to myself in my subconscious, because it says it is an affirmation of repeated instructions that you give to your subconscious mind. So faith is an intentional thing. So he went ahead to say that your belief or faith is the element that determines the action of your subconscious mind. Your belief or faith determines the actions of your subconscious mind. Have you ever had to sleep and then you're dreaming the things you were thinking while you were awake? That is what your belief or faith does to you. The things that you were thinking in your period of being awake are the things that your subconscious mind would get to suggest to you when you are asleep. That's why it said it determines the action of your subconscious mind. We have to be careful the things we believe in. We have to be careful the things that we think that we can or cannot achieve, because this puts a limitation on the access that we can get to information that would help us when we're, in our subconscious state, in our sleep. Sometimes you have a problem and you go to sleep and then suggestions come to you in your dream or in your sleep. That's your subconscious mind, still at work while you sleep. I just hope that, this makes sense somehow. You get, so be careful the things you think while you are awake, because your subconscious mind gets to brood over them while you are asleep. So there's a poem here. It says, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you lose, you are lost. For out of the world we find success begins with a person's will. It's all in the state of the mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. So, do you think you can win? Do you have faith in your plans, your goals, your dreams? Do you believe that one day you will attain your aspirations? Then you can. Because you would lose already if you don't have faith in yourself. So on to chapter 4. The title, now please, chapter 2 is the first step to riches. Chapter 3 was the second step. Then chapter 4 is the third step to riches. Yeah, according to this book. So there's a quote here. First of all, the title is author's suggestion. It says the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. We just talked about the subconscious mind when we're talking about faith. So yeah. Now there's a quote here I'd like to read. It said there are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. So you are poor if you think you're poor. We just took a poem. You are rich if you think you are rich. It's all a matter of belief. So, but before we, dig in, I'd like to define what autosuggestion is. So, according to Merriam Webster Dictionary, said autosuggestion is the influencing of own one's own attitudes, behavior, or physical condition by mental processes other than conscious thought. So it's also like a self-hypnosis, like you're controlling yourself intentionally. So that's you hypnotizing your subconscious. Yeah. So autosuggestion means you are literally talking to yourself. You get, so you are automatically suggesting the things that your subconscious should be thinking. Don't leave it out for situations or stuff to be suggesting to you. The environment is filled with fear. Naturally, the environment will suggest fear. So autosuggestion is like an intentional way of telling your subconscious, this is what you should be thinking. So I said, using autosuggestion, you consciously plant ideas in your own mind. Your mind in turn believes them when when it is in an unconscious state. So what you plant in your mind is what your mind believes, even when you are asleep. You understand? There is nothing stopping a made up mind. So auto suggests to your mind today, hypnotize yourself by yourself. That's what we're trying to say. So it's going to be a long read, but stay with me. It's an interesting one. So it says autosuggestion is a term that applies to all suggestions and all self-administered stimuli that reach one's mind through the five senses. Stated in another way, autosuggestion is self-suggestion. It is the agency of communication between that part of the mind where conscious thought takes place and that which serves as the seat of action for the subconscious mind. Through the dominating thoughts, one permits to remain in the conscious mind. Whether these thoughts be negative or positive is immaterial. The principle of autosuggestion voluntarily reaches the subconscious mind and influences it with this thought. So remember, I said whether these thoughts are negative or positive is immaterial. So you have to determine what thoughts these are. Your subconscious is just going to pick up what it finds in that part of your brain that is responsible for thoughts. So no thoughts, whether it is negative or positive, can enter the subconscious mind without the aid of the principle of auto suggestion. So somewhere in this chapter, the author advised us to write out the things that we want to achieve and then read them to ourselves every day. So by doing this, we are auto suggesting to our subconscious the things that we want to achieve, so that body, soul, and spirit, we are thinking about it. So he says, remember therefore when reading aloud the statement of your desire, through which you are endeavoring to develop a money consciousness, that the mere reading of the words is of no consequence unless you mix emotion or feeling with your words. So do you feel the things that you say to yourself? I am powerful. I am not sick. I am not weak. I am strong. I am rich. Do you just say them mindlessly, or you actually mix emotions with this thing? Do you feel it in the heart of your heart that these things that you say to yourself, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am wealthy, I would do well? If you don't mix emotions with them, that's like putting spirits to the word. If you don't put your spirit to it, it just becomes like empty words. Yes, so remember to always make sure that you say it and you feel it when you say it. That is when it will actually eventually work. So I went ahead to add that playing on emotional words do not influence the subconscious mind. In rounding off chapter 4, all we're saying in essence is load your subconscious with positive thoughts or to suggest positive things to yourself. There are so many visible hurdles, that may be standing between you and the things that you want to be, the things that you want to achieve. But put positive thoughts in your head to say, in spite of all of these, I will still make it. That is the person or the mind that actually gets to make it in the end. So we're able to make it to chapter 5, titled Specialized Knowledge, subtitled Personal Experiences or Observation. This is the 4th step to riches. I'll commence my reading. It says there are 2 kinds of knowledge. One is general and the other is specialized. General knowledge, no matter how great in quantity or variety it may be, is of but little use in the accumulation of wealth. General knowledge. Okay, I know how to sweep. That's general knowledge because everybody knows how to sweep. So the author is saying that general knowledge like that cannot really help you accumulate riches, but specialized knowledge. Okay, I'm a programmer. Okay, I'm a chef. Okay, I'm a scientist. Those kind of specialized knowledge helps in the accumulation of wealth. You can also think general knowledge to be surface knowledge on a particular subject. So you don't have like in-depth knowledge of something. You just know on the surface. That's general knowledge. There are things that I have general knowledge about, but I'm not specialized in, you get. But if you are specialized in it, you go deeper than the person with the general knowledge, the surface knowledge about these things. So for me, education is useless unless we apply the things that we have learned in application of the knowledge, because you don't really get to apply general knowledge like that. You get what really gives the money in certain fields of endeavors is specialized knowledge. You have to know so much about a thing that it can fetch you wealth. You get. And for somebody who wants to be wealthy, you must not stop educating yourself. The author supports this by saying that the person who stops studying merely because they have finished school is forever hopelessly doomed to mediocrity. No matter what they are calling, the way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. And people are continuously in need of specialized services. Only people with specialized knowledge can be in demand, can fit into these needs. So choose to specialize today. Be good at something. Be good. Let somebody say, if you want to fix your plumbing issues, call John, call Titus. Let people know you for something. Let everybody know you for something. Be a master of something, not a jack of all trades. I would like to stop here today. I hope we learned a lot. We started by talking about faith and then auto suggestion, and then chapter 5, which is the 4th step to riches. We've talked about specialized knowledge. So have faith in yourself and your dreams and your desires. Auto suggest positive things to your mind so that the whole of your body, soul, and spirit can work, even the universe can work towards bringing those desires to pass. And then, lastly for today, be good at something, specialize in something. People will be willing to pay you if you are a principality in your field or area of concentration. So have fun. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you learned so much. I will see you next time, same station. Please keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. I love you.